Welcome to the first ever episode of, what do we call it again? I'll Have Another. I totally brain farted.
Oh, man, you came up with it even.
I know. I was like, this is my friend Dee. My name is Fish. It's Dee and Fish's I'll Have Another.
Hi.
Or Dee Fish. Maybe. No? Is that weird?
I do not care about billing. We actually had a long talk the other day on air about the ridiculousness of radio people and the billing.
Oh, yeah. I was Ann Fish for many, many years with my old partner, Connie.
Yeah. I don't even want my name on the show.
Well, I wouldn't either. I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Especially with that guy.
They made me put it on there.
Hey, you're with Radio Royalty. Every morning you get to work with a stud.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Okay. So here's the deal. I want to talk about the concept of this, and then like you and I know that you and I are going to kind of burst out different episodes about different things, but we have to talk about how we came up with this.
Yeah.
So the name of the podcast is I'll Have Another. And at first it was going to be called This Is Why We're Fat, because we're both overweight. But we thought we'd run out of stuff to talk about other than food. Yeah. And you're a good cook, though.
Thanks. I love cooking.
Okay.
It's very therapeutic for me.
But I, on the other hand,
You're terrible.
I'm not terrible. I can do tacos and spaghetti, and that's it. And it's all
But
powders.
I did cook for you that one time, and you ate vegetables.
Oh my God, that was weird. Yeah, it was awkward, and they tasted funny.
Oh my God.
They tasted like mushrooms or like the marijuana gummies.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
Well, Dee and I, many, many, many years ago, you and I did a bunch of different podcasts together. To the degree, there's an example of when my ex was very upset because we drank a lot of Tito's.
Right. Well, and in all fairness, we did more than just podcasts. We were also swimming.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That sounds very... He's lesbian, by the way.
Huge dyke.
Yeah, he's very... we can say whatever we want. It's a podcast. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
My instincts kicked in. So... I'm driving home one day, and we thought of all these different ideas, and This Is Why We're Fat. What was the one? Do you remember the one? There was something about we like women, and then there was
what would a white dude do?
Yeah, which I think would probably get us in trouble, and then because everything is, so there was something. Why was it? What would a white guy do? What was that idea?
Because I was talking about how straight white dudes just have this air and confidence about them, and and audacity might even be said. And I was watching this reality show, and the straight white dude of the group, the exercise was they were all supposed to line up and in accordance to like who they thought was the most blank. So it was like, who is the most physically active? And he was the first one in line.
Was he ripped and ready to go?
Who was the smartest? He was the first in line. Who is the best at problem solving? And he would put himself first in line for like everything.
He put himself first in line, not them.
And the lady goes, and I believe she was a queer black female, but I'm not 100% certain. But she goes, may we all walk around with the audacity of a straight white man. And that's
amazing.
Stuck with me.
That's amazing. and that's so then you and I were joking about it one day. And then I'm like, I could feel myself slowly getting canceled. I was like, oh shit, this is going to ruin my life. And it's not like we're jumping in. It's not like we're one of these podcasts that is raking in big bucks and millions of dollars right away, where we could just rely on this. Like, we actually have to have jobs. You have, we were talking about possibly doing something, a side hustle one at one point, because you have this is you having fun. Right. Yeah. You did MagnaWave as your thing, as your side hustle. That's what is that again? That's like
MagnaWave therapy. It's amazing. It's pulsating electromagnetic frequencies.
Yeah.
And they've used it on sport horses for a long time. But there's finally long-term research for using it for humans that's coming out. And I mean, anything from depression to chronic back pain, fibromyalgia, Lyme's disease, Parkinson's. Does your foot hurt?
All those things.
It's all the things.
And it started with horses.
Well, that's how I got introduced to it, and that's how it was mainly being used.
Okay, because you're a horse person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This is good though. This is because you're going to be. I want to point that out because this is neat. Okay, so I'm driving home from to Wisconsin. From Grand Rapids, Michigan. I had just spent the weekend with my girlfriend, Kara, and I'm driving home, and I'm trying to think of a podcast name for this. And I'm like, what will it be? What will it be? And I imagine you and I doing what we are right now is we're in my kitchen. We're using something called the fish rig that our friend Trevor built me.
I love you, Trevor.
I love Trevor so much. And he's a genius. Anyway, he should do this for...
And he's great in bed.
I know. I don't. Did you hook up with him?
No.
You used to be a little straight.
I had a sex dream about him, though.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What was your dream about Trevor?
We were making out in a car. It was like a Tahoe or something.
We're totally drinking right now.
Yeah. And
I buried the dog.
Yeah, and he touched my boobs when we were making out. And
no, this was the dream.
I touched his junk. Yeah, that was my dream. And then I couldn't look at him. I didn't even tell anybody about this sex dream for like months.
Did he know now?
He knows now, yeah. I told him like a year after it happened, but I couldn't look at him for like a week. I'd see him coming down the hallway and I'd turn around and duck into a room.
Did you, you were that shy?
Yeah.
Was he, did he ask about his...
He did not ask for specifics.
It's the first thing I would ask. Was it...
was it substantial?
Was I substantial in your dream? That's the first thing I'd ask. I'd be like, oh, was I substantial? I wouldn't say substantial. But what if it was like you dreamt and it was like really, really small?
Tater tot.
You're like tater tot. You're like... Okay, so wait, Trevor, the podcast. So yeah. I imagine as I'm driving home, this is going to be us. We're going to run off the rails so much.
It's good.
I imagine while I'm driving home, I'm like, I imagine us in the kitchen. I imagine us doing this like we did that one time.
Yeah.
And I imagine me standing up and saying, do you want another one? And you said in my brain,
I'll have another.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. I'll have another. And I called you or I texted you and you were like, yes. And then I called you and like, yes, this is it.
Yeah.
We're going to call it I'll have another. And it could be I'll have another, whatever, this, that, other thing, but it could be a drink. So today I did some research. I have a piece of paper in my hand.
Oh, okay. This is never a thing.
I printed this on the company dollar.
Okay. You owe them 25 cents.
Okay, so you ready? And I'm like, because I typed into the Google machine, where does the phrase I'll have another come from?
Okay.
And it didn't give me an answer.
Okay.
But the number one search item, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll have another is a champion American thoroughbred racehorse.
No way.
Who won the 2012 Kentucky Derby and Preakness Stakes. He was bred in Kentucky, owned by Canadian businessman, blah, 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 trained by blah, blah, blah.
Wait, no, those are important. Who was he trained by?
He was owned by Canadian businessman J. Paul Redham and trained by Doug O'Neill. Are you texting your special friend?
No, I'm looking. I'm going to look this horse up.
Okay. In May of 2012, he was ridden by Mario. He won the first two legs of the Triple Crown. I'll have another by taking Kentucky Derby with a time of 2 hours and... Is it 2 hours?
No.
Oh, it's 2 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah.
I don't know much about horses. Yeah, I guess that'd be a hell of a long race, wouldn't it? That'd be like that movie with a horse racing across the desert.
Well, there are endurance races, yeah.
That's what she said. On the day before the Belmont Stakes, he was scratched due to tendonitis, ending his chances of winning the Triple Crown. He almost won the Triple Crown.
That's crazy. There's an article from 6 days ago that he just got retired.
Isn't this amazing?
Yeah.
So the name of our podcast, and that's why I wanted to mention
amazing.
That you're a horse person.
Yeah.
Is named after a horse.
I'm gonna look him up because I bet you that he shares lineage with my horse.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Einstein?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Einstein's like a dump truck though. I love your horse. I'm just saying he's kind of like just doo-doo.
He's stock. Well, no, he won a lot. He won over $200,000 when he was raced.
Oh,
and
wow.
They didn't start racing him till he was 3, so he wouldn't be eligible for those because they're 3 years old going into those races.
Got it.
He raced from 3 to 8, which is actually really old to have a racehorse. So we didn't get him off track until he was 9.
He's Chestnut.
Yeah.
Sired by Travers Stakes.
And I bet you they share because...
Distorted humor.
Most of those thoroughbreds have Secretariat and Northern Dancer.
Funny Side. Derby winner Funny Side. Anything in there? Like Keeneland, say, I don't know.
Yeah. What did he go for at Keeneland?
$11,000. That's cheap.
Not a lot.
That's cheap. My ex owned horses. No, wait. And then they did something with 35 grand and I don't know.
Yeah.
I printed that for you because
oh my God, I'm going to look them up. That's exciting.
Isn't that funny? So we named this podcast I'll Have Another because Dee and I excessively like to drink with each other. Like it's just, we have fun. Not as much as we did, let's say a few years ago, which it was like rampant, but
yeah, we have definitely calmed down.
Yeah. And now it's named after this. But let's talk about, you're obsessed with this now, aren't you?
I am all on it. I am all on it. I got it.
Did
oh my God.
it out?
I'm totally going to look this up. Yep. Okay. They share similar. Yep. Northern Dancer up in there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
How weird is that? If you talk about, do you believe
That's
in
amazing.
like the fate stuff and like the world and like, oh, this is happening for a reason?
I do. I also think, I mean, we're in control of a lot of it. I think the universe sends you signs, and if once you open your eyes, they're like everywhere. It's kind of wild.
Is that how you're living your life right now?
Yeah, 100%.
Because you've been kind of run through the ringer in life.
Yeah. I've never been happier than I am right now.
That's a fact. I've known you. How long have we been friends?
That's like crazy. I don't know.
Like 6 weeks? Like 15 years since 2010. I met you in 2010. We probably became friendish in like within the first year.
Yeah.
So like since 2010, we've been friends. And then when my old air partner, I had someone I worked with in radio. Her name was Connie, and when she got sick and all this stuff, that's when I think our friendship went even to a bigger level.
It did, 100%.
Because you dropped everything, busiest person I know, and came out and whatever, and we had fun, and then you fell down my stairs.
Yes. In a great fashion, by the way.
You don't get hurt when you fall downstairs.
No. Right. I fall down a lot.
Why?
I'm a faller. Because usually I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm so focused on whatever.
Okay.
What I'm going to be doing in the next 5 minutes. And I've actually gotten better about that, like being present. And I bought myself these really nice shoes when we went over to Ireland. They were designer shoes.
This was you and all your horse friends.
Yeah. And I've fallen in them like 4 times. And I wore them out for the first time in like a year. And I didn't fall because I was being conscientious of how I'm walking, because I'm kind of a toe dragger.
Oh, like, I'm sorry?
You know, like you walk and you kind of drag your toe.
Oh, like, because when you run, you're supposed to go heel first, right?
Yeah.
When you walk, you go toe first.
I'm all toes, dude.
So when you go down the hall.
I'm just scraping a lot.
Yeah, there goes Dee down the sand. Oh, shit. Yeah, she's dragging her right again.
Falls all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, no, I just relaxed into that fall and I let it happen.
We had this like ridiculous flight of stairs, and I don't know why it was so tall, but it was tall ceilings on the main floor. And she went to get water, even though she was passing a sink to go get water. And she fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
I just remember because I had my CPAP on. I have sleep apnea. And I had my CPAP on. And I remember hearing, and then like a stop halfway.
Yeah, because wasn't there a landing?
Yeah, there
landing?
was.
I thought I recovered on the landing. But then I let it go. I was like, no. And then there was, so my Fitbit left a scrape on the wall. I don't know if you ever seen that.
It's sold.
And then I had it, there is a paint on my Fitbit.
Was it really? Is it still there? That's amazing. And then she lands and it's like, it was wood floors. So it was.
Yeah.
And I had my CPAP on. What the hell's going on? What is going on?
Yeah.
Is everybody okay?
I know.
Is everybody fine? And then you take it off and you're normal, but I mean, like, you don't think. And you sit up and my hose is like dragging the machine across the floor. And I'm
it was so dramatic.
Oh, God. Well, I mean.
And then like I landed on the opposite wall. I was sitting against the opposite wall and there was like this mood lighting for whatever painting was there.
Oh, there she is. That was like art of an ass.
Dude, it was like fantastic.
It was beautiful.
Fantastic.
I mean, this is okay. And it's like the perfect way to describe probably you have a lot of friends like that, though. Like that's kind of who you are, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't care. I'm just doing my thing, I guess. I don't know.
But if we spoke about who you were, right now, like if I were going to interview you, which I feel like I'm kind of doing a little bit, but if we talked about who you were, this is fascinating because you are a single mother. You have an incredible child.
Yep.
And who's in college.
Yeah.
Which is good, right? Did you go to college?
I went to broadcasting school.
So no, you didn't go to college.
Right.
And you grew up did you grow up on a farm?
Yeah, I grew up. My parents were terrible farmers, so we moved around a bunch trying to find a farm. You know, it sounds like you're ready for it.
I know. We're gonna have to do a pizza break here in a minute.
We moved around so much, but the longest we stayed in one area was the River Valley area of Spring Green, Wisconsin. And then there, my dad worked for a big farm kind of conglomerate thing.
So because when I met you, you were with a guy by the name of that you called on your radio show, the Stallion, which is funny because I went to buy you one of those trucker hats that have animals on them.
Yeah.
And I look up horse trucker hat, and it says Stallion on it. And I'm like, nope, she'll never wear it.
I can't do it.
Like, I can't do it. Yeah. But Stallion's not your baby daddy.
No.
Somebody else is your baby daddy.
Baby daddy is in prison for his 8th or 9th DUI. I can't remember.
So he probably traded a couple packs of smokes to hear this podcast.
Probably out on his work release. Yeah. I know he's at work release because I just got $80 into my child, what do they call it? A support account.
Do you still, because he owes you so many, what's it called, arrears? When they owe you a ton of money in the back. Because I'm like, your kid's over 18, so.
Yeah, but he still owes money from
for the rest of your life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He probably owes like 10 grand or something.
So he was a slip and fall back in the day.
No, we dated for like 7 years. He didn't.
I never knew any of this, for real.
Yeah, we dated for like 7 years. It was on and off. He was not. There was definitely problems with booze there, but I wasn't old enough and wise enough to recognize. I was like 25, I think.
Okay, so you were you doing you at this point you were doing what, nighttime radio show?
Yep.
Okay.
So so we met when I was 17.
And he was maybe a little older.
24, 25.
Nothing creepy. Well, close to creepy, but not creepy. Like 24 to 7. Like, I think like 20, let's do +7. I think 27 to 20 isn't even that creepy, but I think that you got to get the 2 in the front a little bit.
Well, yeah.
But you're an old soul and you're kind of a freak, so that works.
It did work. Yeah.
And you make baby.
Yeah. And then we had our son, who is now not transgender child. So Avery.
I didn't know if we were going there. That's why I kept making everything generic.
Avery has changed the pronouns. So we're at she.
Is it she now?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's she, her, or they, them.
Jeez, I could do a whole segment with I could do 60 episodes with your life. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So
does he have any contact with dad?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, not since Avery was like 10 months old.
Avery's hyper intelligent and probably one of the coolest humans I've ever met. She is 100%. Probably one of the coolest. And if I ever say it wrong, sorry in advance.
No, it happens and it's okay. It's just coming from a place of understanding and trying is everything. But like maliciously using the wrong pronoun, that's when you run into problems. But yeah.
And this is something that like, I mean, because you probably, I could go down this path with you all night long. Let's do that another time.
Okay.
Because but I want to make sure, like, before we're doing something like recording, that I'm like, I want to make sure that's okay. I don't want to, because I love Avery and I don't want to offend Avery.
Yeah.
Even though Avery did not send me a thank you card for the money.
Avery didn't send anybody thank you cards.
Son of a bitch.
Listen.
Actually, sorry, daughter of a bitch.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my God.
By the way, Biatch is her nickname.
So irritating. Anyway. Motivating a teenager to do anything is very irritating.
Well, and you did it all on your own.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, like and then you became, because I met you and there was Stallion, and then from Stallion you become at Stallion you were bisexual.
Yeah.
Then you become lesbian.
Yeah.
Like my story is so boring compared to yours.
But it's weird because like I was thinking about it. And I don't know. I like sexuality. I think is like it's like a sliding scale, right? Like it's fluid. Like I think sometimes you're more bisexual than other times, right? And I think
does that still happen to you?
No.
Oh, you mean in life?
Yeah, for sure. But like I was always thinking about females when I was with men.
Most people that are with me do.
It's kind of a problem.
I think you're not. I think straight women do that too. I know very many straight women I think that do that as well. And I'll leave it. Not that anybody's going to listen to this.
Tits, you're getting that.
Well, look at my chest. I mean, like I'm overweight. That's why we're going to do this. Is why we're fat. Like they're like, oh yeah, we should just. Could you shave your chest? I just like a man with no hair on his chest.
Yeah.
Could you just shave your chest and put on this bra?
That's the big obstacle is the hairiness of men is the big obstacle.
Yeah, well,
and the penis is a problem.
The hairiness of men. You get pretty hairy, not on your chest.
I know, it's mostly my chin.
Oh, is it your chin now?
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, wait. So we're going to find the moment that you knew that you were straight up gay.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about other stuff as well.
Yeah.
But we got to actually, the name of the podcast is I'll Have Another. So,
and we're both empty.
We'll be back after this.
I find I'm so excited I can barely sit still to hold a thought in my head. I think it's the excitement only a free man can feel. A free man at the start of a long journey whose conclusion is uncertain.
Hello, we're back. We're full.
I don't know. We didn't discuss who's leading the show.
I know. Well, it could be you.
No thanks.
I've always been so fascinated by your story, and my story is so. Oh yeah, sorry. Welcome back to I'll Have Another.
Right, that's where we're supposed to have commercials
with Dee Fish.
No.
With Fish Dees. No, just with us.
Yeah, just us.
Ooh, that's kind of smart.
It's just us.
Welcome back to I'll Have Another with Just Us. I feel like we're doing the NPR right now.
I know. It's very moist.
We hope you're. It's very what? I'm sorry. Say moist. Welcome to Moist Monday on NPR.
Yeah.
All right.
It's surprisingly not a segment on NPR.
It should be.
Right.
It should be.
You know what? I'll email them.
Brought to you by, what's that sponge that cleans the walls? The magic eraser?
Magic eraser, yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's amazing.
It is really good, isn't it? Like,
totally.
I'm just having to learn about that.
But you should wear gloves because it eats away the chemicals and it will screw up your skin. So wear gloves when you use it. Yeah.
Well, I only use it for like 7 seconds.
Well, I don't know what you're doing with it.
I am a ginger. Oh, God, I'm tan.
Get this out of me.
Go away. We could go with you all night long. I just wanted to ask just real quick, like, is there a part like when you're like, you know what, I'm done with men? This is just stuff I've always wondered.
Oh.
But you're right. And then we can move on. But.
I guess.
You're way more fascinating. Like, people love you. Like, you say hi on social media and you get like 1,000 likes.
Stop it.
You know it's true.
Stop it.
Hashtag spread the word.
Spread something, bitch.
Spread the moistness.
Yeah, why did that hashtag never take off? I can't figure it out.
I understand. I got a little cheesy sound effect machine here. Like, spread the moistness.
Good Lord, put on some pants.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, fun toys.
I love that you have that.
You want it?
That's usually my job on our station.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I do everything.
Oh, I like it. Good for you.
You don't touch. Don't touch.
Okay.
Fish does everything. No. Okay, so sorry. Spread the moistness.
No,
Barrett the dog is all over.
I don't know if there was a moment. Like, it's weird because my male ex, the last one.
Yeah, I ran into him recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Good. I hope he's doing good.
I think so. He seemed nice.
Yeah. And then. Yep. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
So that was the first person I dated that didn't allow me to also be with women. And
well, that's a huge mistake.
And so that was.
He didn't allow you, or he just preferred that you wouldn't?
He was like, how about you try just being committed to one person?
Okay, so it wasn't like the year is 1960. You and I are boyfriend and girlfriend. Go take your ass over there to make me a beverage, and then when you come back, rub daddy's feet and call me daddy, even though I don't have a kid with you.
Right.
Okay.
So I did try that, and it made me realize that I'm a lesbian.
And you said the thing is, though, she's brilliant with edification because you called the guy stallion.
Yeah.
So even when you broke up, they're like, "Oh, you're the one that dated the biatch." That's what they called her at the time. I don't know if they still call you that.
Oh yeah.
You're the one that dated the biatch from the radio station. Or you stallion? Oh, it's nice to meet you because they're stallions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Large.
Yeah.
My name's Fish and they call me Minnow. Small.
Carp.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually most of my exes have ended up hooking up with listeners, which I'm like, that's fine.
That's kind of what happens.
That's fine.
Yeah. Dee and I both do radio.
Ride the
separately.
coattails. You can ride the coattails.
Let him have a ride. I mean, he deserved it. He put up with the crap, but he also benefited from the cool stuff.
It's okay.
Yeah. Wait, so
yeah,
most of your exes?
I haven't even thought about any of that in a very long time.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. I'm psychotherapizing you.
No, I'm just trying to It was just a long time ago, so it's hard to remember. Now it's my turn.
Okay, yeah, because we can move on. Because I don't want to dive any more into your stuff. Because sometimes it's nice to have stuff that's private.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true.
We wanted to make the first episode of I'll have another getting to know us a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you don't care, that's fine. Wait a little bit and there'll be another episode. Or if there's 1,000 episodes and we're multimillionaires, there you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're like, oh my God, they don't have commercials in this one. It's Morgan Freeman.
And then in the future, it's Morgan Freeman voicing our
amazing.
podcast. Yeah, no, not going to happen.
I feel like Fish. No, Dee and Fish. I feel like Dee and Fish. Taking a long walk. I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
No, you're
sorry.
cut off. Okay, so talk to me. How did you always know you wanted to do radio?
Never. I remember going to, I wanted to go to Hollywood. I wanted to be a producer or a director. I wanted to do.
Shut up.
I don't know if you know this or not, but I was the award-winning photo editor of the Laingsburg High School yearbook and newspaper. You're working when I'm on the air, but I say that all the time.
I did know that.
And I was into photography, and I wanted to go to Hollywood.
Actually, how I tell people about you.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Wolfpack, the Laingsburg High School in Michigan? No, I remember my father, and I actually do a spot-on impression of him for real. I remember I said to my dad, I'm like, I want to go to California. I don't want to go to school. I wasn't really smart. Like I was like a CB, a D in biology with Mrs. Busby, who was a pain. Mrs. Latuzik passed me in Spanish. All I learned how to say was weird, freaky stuff, but she was sleeping with one of our classmates, so everybody passed. I think, allegedly, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I wanted to go to Hollywood in California, and I wanted to do movies, and I wanted to produce and direct, and I was Francis Ford Coppola, and I was into all this stuff, and my father said, ooh, Fish, because that was always been my name. Ooh, Fish, you should go and go to college, and then if you go and try Lansing Community College for 2 years, and you get that degree, Mom and I'll help fund you.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, screw it. I might like, all right, I trust my dad.
Yeah.
It was at the time he wasn't retired. He was a child psychologist. I'm like, I trust him. He knows what he's doing. I've taken 60 fucking tests my whole life.
Yeah.
Figuring out where I'm going, even though they all say Hollywood, but that's fine. And then I went to Central Michigan University after I tried to work. I was in something called the Disney program, college program. Mm-hmm. I got my doctorate, and I went to Central Michigan University, and I was a part of my degree I have never done radio. My degree's not in radio.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
It's commercial recreation and facility management.
It's so weird because you're so radio. You love radio.
I do love radio.
You like when we get together and like you talk about.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't apologize.
I try not to.
I love who you are, but
Aww.
no, yeah, like you. Like it's definitely your passion.
It
so
is.
That's wild that it never crossed your mind.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I remember once when I was a kid, I was younger. I think I was at the beginning of, I was in college at the LCC. I was like 18. And there was a morning radio show. His name was Jazz McKay in Lansing, Michigan, where I grew up. And I remember going into the studio and I don't know if you know this, but once in a while I might have smoked a cigarette. And I remember, because I used to sound like Minnie Mouse, I'm not even joking. I remember going into their studio and they were all smoking.
In the studio.
Oh my God, it was a cloud.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this
like
is the
WKRP.
cool. Yes. And he's like, yeah, welcome to you listening to WKRP. This is Jazz McKay.
I got stacks of wax.
Yeah, stacks of wax on the backs of the tracks. We're going to take it downtown, baby. You know, and I was like, yeah, like this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, but no, I want to go to Hollywood. And so then I tried Disney. And then I bounced around a little bit. I ended up the Disney college program. I go back to Central Michigan University, and I end up doing. I meet this mobile DJing. Well, what happens was I hired this DJ to play one of our events because I was the president of the Student Recreation Association.
Okay.
What are you doing to my dog where his tail's going crazy?
I know.
You hear that?
I'm petting the front end and you're petting the back end. He's like, I've got this figured out.
That's awesome.
He's pumped.
That's his tail. No, anyway, long story short, I go, I meet this guy, Jim Daly, and he's like, he was like 6, he's like 5'2".
Yeah.
But his voice was really like this in real life. And he's like,
no.
Fish, because that was my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, Fish, you would love this and blah, blah, blah. We should get you to wedding DJ. You can make blah, blah, blah. And you can rent the system out. And if you join a fraternity, like you're in a fraternity, you can make a bunch of money charging them. I'm like, holy shit, I can make money in a fraternity.
Yeah.
And I started I made a ton of money doing it. And I started DJing weddings for this radio station that owned the system, which they used to do back in the day.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
You didn't know this?
No.
He crosses the street, which is when they go to the competition. He crosses the street. They hate me. The PD hates me because he got me the job because he said we were friends. He lied. Well, I mean, we were friends, but he made it sound bigger than it was. He crosses the street. I end up there, and I'm cataloging music one day. And the woman that's doing night, or actually the first time I met her, my old air partner, Connie, she actually, she was like, hey, I'm going outside. You want to join me? And I was like, sure. And I walked around the corner, and she was mooning me. And there's a purple thong. And I'd never met her, ever.
Good for her.
I know. So anyway, he goes across the street. I'm listening to her on the air one night. Exactly, Barry. You remember her. I'm listening to her on the air one night, and she's talking about the Turkey Talk hotline or Turkey. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, the Butterball hotline.
Yeah. And I thought she was kidding. I ran into the studio. I'm like, oh, my God, that's hysterical. I can't believe you made that up. And she said, it's real. And I started giving her fake phone calls, which we would never do, you and I. But I started giving her fake phone calls. And I'd call her up and I go, oh my God, my name was Harold. I was like, oh my God, I got something stuck in my turkey right now. I don't want to say what it is, but I need help.
Yeah.
And we did this thing and then boom.
And that was it.
Yeah, they wanted me to do sales in Mount Pleasant. She got me a job in Omaha, Nebraska. I moved there and that's when I met your air partner.
Yeah. I did not realize that was your first gig out there.
I was an intern. Yeah.
Wow. Wild.
Yeah, I was an intern
crazy.
and the first top 40 morning, I was doing top 40. I love country. I'm not just saying it, but I was doing top 40 alternative at the time. And the top 40 morning show I listened to all the time was your air partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Met him at a cheesy strip club when my old air partner was banging his old air partner.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. That's
Wow, that's
lots of men have had sex with Johnny's air partners.
Do you regret not going to Hollywood ever?
I mean, look at me. Once, twice.
Yeah.
Honest to God, twice. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The movie Twister comes out, the original. I guess there's another one, but the original with Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah.
And my brother, literally, I got a picture with Kara, my girlfriend, and I, and it's my brother sends a screenshot of it to our group text and to me and my nephews and everybody. And it says, oh my God, look. Kara met Jelly Roll.
Oh no.
So that's kind of my brother, but we're close. But that's our relationship. That being said, my brother calls me up and he's like, dude, saw the movie Twister. His brother sounds just like Trump. Dude.
Believe me, I know movies.
Best movie ever.
I know many movies.
Many of the movies. Saw Twister. You're in it. And it was Philip Seymour Hoffman, fat ginger. Yeah. And then the other one is not James Cameron. What's his James Gordon? My mother called me and she said, Fish, you're not going to believe my mother was from England.
So you wanted to be an actor?
Well, I think I would have tried.
Yeah.
Not actor. I'm not a good actor. I did a couple movies here and I tried to help out.
Yeah.
They were terrible. Yeah. It was called The Adventures of Mini Me.
Yeah, totally.
There was another one I did. It was a sequel. It was
Spongy.
Called She Can't Feel It Too. Anyway, my story's boring. I'm sorry. But I'm nowhere near the lesbian girl who decides that she likes and then has the
No, it's crazy because.
Is it transgender or is it just a she now? I don't even know with your daughter.
So trans woman is what they go by.
Jesus, I am getting
confused. It's okay. Everybody's working on it. As long as you're working on it and trying, it's okay.
You're not a boosh.
But I was going to go. So when I went to broadcasting school, I was going there to learn digital editing because I was going to make documentaries. I already had a gig lined up with this company out in Las Vegas.
Oh God, you in Vegas, you'd be dead.
I'd be dead.
You'd be so dead.
And I was offered a radio job in Vegas and I was like, I can't take this job.
You've been offered many radio jobs.
I can't take this job.
A lot of people don't know about them, but you've been offered many radio jobs. Some of them you should have taken.
When you have a kid, you don't want to be moving them a bunch.
Well, and
you got to consider.
You're in a sweet spot right now.
Yeah.
You worked hard for it, but you're in a sweet spot.
Thanks. Yeah. I like to think I
Our little Randy buddy, and you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Minus the guy that
I'm very grateful.
Minus the guy that's your ex that's using your name to.
It's fine.
Get laid across.
Yeah, I know. It's not just.
Hey, have you heard of this podcast called "I'll Have Another"? I'm the guy Stallion from episode 1.
Yeah, one of my other exes is dating a couple that we met.
Shut up.
At a station events. Yeah.
Like still?
Oh yeah.
This is the one I.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? That's great. Good for you.
That was not a
and
male
also,
ex.
Good for me that it takes 2 people to replace me.
Yeah, it does.
What?
Bam. It takes, for me, it's half a penis.
It's just actually like a body pillow.
It's like a body pillow with a vibrating button. Like literally a shirt button.
And it only works half the time and it's still better.
Oh my God. The button's so good. I got fish. I don't miss you.
Right.
Oh, I sleep with no one and it's better than you.
So how many times have you moved for radio gigs?
Oh my God.
Because like this is the big thing. Like a lot of, if you don't know, like radio people move a lot.
Yeah.
And chasing a gig. Usually it's like you get fired and you move somewhere. But have you ever been fired?
Never.
No, you quit and would pursue other things.
I'm just flaky.
Yeah, that's okay.
I will tell you this. Okay, I will break down the list and I will do it in like barely 30 seconds, if not just a little
love
more.
it. Give me your elevator speech.
I got to give it. You ready? Here, it goes like this. Mount Pleasant, Michigan isn't a real gig because they won't hire me. They wanted me to do sales. Go figure.
Yeah. Yep.
I moved to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm an intern and I go there, but it's an intern for a community. It's an intern for a college that owned a professional radio station. It was weird. So everybody thought we were in college. I do the show called Dee and Fish. We spike. We do afternoons, then mornings. I leave because no one will hire us, and I try and find Connie a gig in Florida. Anyway, so gig number 1, Omaha. Gig number 2, Muskegon, Michigan.
Okay.
Gig number 3, so we work for a guy in Muskegon, Michigan.
The way you do 3 is weird, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's for you.
That's the shocker. I get it.
Oh, wait, reverse it. So gig number 3 is I said 30 seconds, I promise. Gig number 3 is this radio station Muskegon where they want 3 complaint calls a day, and the stuff I did, I would be canceled in 30 seconds today.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah,
we would go to sketchy areas of town, and we played a game called Infections, and we had our friend Carter knock on the door and say, "Pardon me, hi, my name is Carter. I have a bunch of creams for you. What infections do you have? What STDs do you have?" Like, it was amazing. Now we couldn't. No. So that guy goes under, steals a bunch of money from us, whatever. We go to Jackson, Mississippi. So that's gig number 3. That's gig number 4, right? No, wait. 1, 2. That's gig number 3 is Jackson, Mississippi. Holy shit. Gig number 4, I was Jackson, Mississippi for 7 months. I get hired in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay. And that's what?
We get picked up in Milwaukee. But still, gig number 4 is that whatever. And then I leave and I leave and I cross the street and come to work for the company where I meet you.
Yeah.
It's gig number 5 or 6, 5.
Yeah.
And then I get an opportunity to go to Minneapolis, 7.
And then
Michigan again, 8. Then back here, 9.
Wow.
It's only 9, but you've got like what, 3?
Yeah. Well,
you're very loyal. It's gross.
Yeah, it is.
Loyalty's gross.
Well, I was also struggling to figure out what I wanted to do.
Sexually.
You know, in every fucking department.
Should I do a guy or a girl? He wants me to think of him, but I'm not.
Yeah. Well, and I think some of that too, the struggling sexually was the ability to depart from societal standards. You know, like, did I want to be with a woman? Yes. Did I know that?
Did you always want to be with a woman? See how I reversed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the first girl I kissed was like in 6th grade.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah.
No, I hate that because I look at you and I'm like, oh God, I'll bet you guys were hot because you're hot and you're you. But then I'm like, ew.
Yeah. Totally weird.
The first girl I kissed was in 8th grade.
Yeah. My child just had their first kiss over the weekend.
Are you sure for real?
Because she shared it with me.
That fills my heart.
I know.
Like, first ever?
But, you know, like, it's funny because I was reflecting, like, you know, first kisses are bad.
That feels... Are they, though?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Erica Such was sitting on my lap in a movie theater.
Slut.
I grabbed her boobies. I grabbed her boobies. I was like, I think I squeezed them like with my hands, like you would squeeze a loaf of bread, maybe. I don't know.
Are these buns soft?
Oh my God, I love these buns. These are wonderful. Hello. She's like, oh my God, that feels so good. I'm like, does it? Does it? But I'm always going to be a great kisser because fat people are good kissers.
Is that a fact?
We could literally do a whole thing on that.
That's crazy.
I know that, like, I promised you a time frame, and we're about to wrap it up.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you that, and I think your pizza's almost done.
Okay.
Which I think is the way we should have it.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of brilliant. Anyway, oh, is your drink good? Oh, we're going to do so much fun today. Okay, so anyway, I think that we, wait, what was I saying? Pizza's done. See, I got buzzed.
Yeah, that's okay. No, so we were talking because I've
Kissing
only worked at
son.
3 other, first kisses.
Sorry.
That's okay. First kisses being bad all the time.
Fat people are good kissers because
Yeah.
you eat food. Like this, my old friend Connie's passed, and I figured this out years ago because we're both really good kissers. Like the way you eat food and you use your mouth, and your mouth is your thing because you're like, I want to eat the food, I want to do the things, and that's your mouth. That's your thing. That's my muscle.
Yeah.
So I'm a good kisser.
Oh,
like
good.
I've dated many skinny people who are not good kissers.
Yeah.
But you could be a skinny person and be fat in your brain.
Sure. Oh, that's my girlfriend. That explains why she's such a great kisser.
I didn't know if we were going there, but your girlfriend's a great kisser, and she's super smoking hot and super thin yoga pants, and like unbelievable. I was like, oh my God, I wish I was lesbian because you're a great kisser.
She's a great kisser.
Do you want to go? We should even. Yeah. Oh my God. Bonus episode.
But yeah. So the radio stations I've only been at 3, I think. Right.
Yeah. You were Milwaukee,
JJO,
right?
QLZ, and Laser.
What's QLZ? Where's
That's our sister station down in Springfield, Illinois. I was only there for 6 months.
You were in, okay. And then it was.
Because guess what? There's nothing to do in Springfield, Illinois.
I know.
Yeah.
Except your coworker.
Yeah. Which I did not ever do.
Laser, where's that? Was that Milwaukee? You were in Milwaukee. That's where you started.
I was there. No. I started at JJO.
JJO.
Yeah. Watertown, Madison. And then I went down to QLZ, and then
What'd you do? You started JJO nights?
Yep.
And they let you go and moved you to Springfield? Who'd you piss off?
I moved to Springfield to take a music director job and do afternoons.
Oh, yeah.
My program director was a complete pig. Very.
In Springfield.
Like looking back now, like he totally took advantage of me being young because 40-year-old me would not deal with what 20-year-old me did.
Man, there's another thing. Yeah, I know you're going to be in charge of, because you're smarter than I am, like what we should talk about. We could do a whole episode on that.
Oh, yeah.
The difference in the age and the stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 100%. Holy shit.
Yep. Totally.
And I think we should have some of your weird band friends in sometime.
I'm totally down.
Yeah.
They're pretty amazing.
Here's so-and-so from Starset.
Yeah. But then Laser, I was on the last shift of Laser 103, which was a heritage rock station.
Oh, man.
I was super sad.
Did anybody ever tell you don't have a voice for radio? Or?
We knew it was the last show, which was kind of great. We weren't supposed to know. So we were playing like Slayer and Iron Maiden and all this stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Daddy.
And then back to JJO. Yeah.
Okay. So you do all that stuff. I don't even remember why we started talking about it because I'm starting to get buzzed and we got to get going.
Yeah.
Your pizza's almost done, like literally. Which I know you're supposed to do healthy.
Yeah. I was all like, let's
You asked me to get sushi. You're so bougie.
Well, it's like $5 at the grocery store.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you give a shit about saving money from my budget. You know I would have bought. You always
fine.
All right. So how do you want to wrap these up?
Yeah,
we got to work on that. I have an idea how to wrap them up.
Okay, tell me. I should just throw my vagina on the microphone.
Calm down.
Okay, we'll talk to you next time.